So, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. So, this is a recorded discussion for the introduction to bookkeeping. So, actually, this is your module 3. So, I've already discussed this one. So, bookkeeping is a process of recording and organizing a business financial transactions. And, of course, bookkeeper is a person is responsible for that process. So, meaning, ano ba yung importance ng bookkeeping? So, as a bookkeeper or, of course, we must record the transactions like para malaman din natin kung ilan yung pumapasok or ilan yung lumalabas na pera or the cash flow of our business. So, we have the basis for accounting process. Number one, like what I've discussed, is to understand the business account. So, ano nga ba yung type of account na meron tayo? Ayan. So, we have here five basic types of accounts. So, we have the assets. Nabanggit ko na sa inyo nung nakaraan. Assets, which is the cash or any resources owned by a business or any or a form of money or tawag dito or any resources na ginagamit natin in our business. So that is asset. Ibig sabihin hindi man siya pera man siya or sasakyan man siya, lupa man siya, building man siya or whatever. Ayan, that is considered asset kung ginagamit natin siya na nakakatulong or nakaka-generate ng money. Then we have also liabilities, which these are obligation or debts owned by the business, like yung mga loans natin, yung mga utang. So we have revenues. So these are the incomes or money earned by business, usually through sales or yung mga sahod ng mga parents natin. Then expenses or expenditures. So these are cash flows wherein ito yung mga lumalabas na sa mga natin, sa accounts natin or sa business natin regularly. Ayan, like yung mga pampasahod natin, yung mga bills, utilities, yung mga ganyan, maintenance ng natin or refilling ng mga stocks. So that is considered as expenses. Then we have also equity. So it is a value remaining after liabilities is deducted to assets. So, any na tawag tubo ng assets natin minus liabilities, that is equity. So, ito yung mga example of type of accounts like assets. We have cash, property, equipments, vehicles, accounts receivables. And for liabilities, we have back loans, accounts payable, yan, credit cards, if we have unearned revenues, customers' credits. Then, equity. Yan, owner's equity, owner's draw, owner's contribution, common stocks, or retained earnings. Yung mga ipon natin. Then revenue, like royalties, cost of goods sold, or yung inventory natin mismo. Ayan, and sales, or yung tubo natin, or yung kita natin. And expenses, like wages, yung mga salary ng mga empleyado natin, rent, yan, if we have phone bills and utilities. And then, second is to set up your business account. So, we must have our ledger. Dapat meron tayong book, listahan, kung saan natin pinupunta or meron tayong record kung magkano yung nailabas natin, magkano yung naipasok na pera, magkano yung asset, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we have three main methods of creating a ledger. So, number one is the spreadsheet software or yung mga Google Sheets. Ayan, or tawag dito, or Excel, yung mga ganyan. To generate, 'di ba? Or para ma-check natin lagi, ayan, kung ano yung mga lumalabas and in and out. Yan. second one is, yan, desktop bookkeeping software. So, just in case meron. Ang kaso nga lang, pag bumili kasi tayo ng software, which is yung nagpapakita na may automatic computation, mga ganyan, binibili kasi siya. Or, ayan. Okay. Then next, we have, online or cloud-based bookkeeping software. So, ibig sabihin, eto, So, these three main methods on creating a ledger. Or our general ledger. In order for us, of course, to monitor the cash flow of our business. So, number 3 is to decide the bookkeeping methods. So, if you plan to do your own books or in your house, instead na mag-outsource ka ng accounting or instead of mag-hire tayo ng accounting, marunong naman na tayo to handle our finances or to, to do our bookkeeping. So, kailangan, alamin muna natin kung ano yung ano yung gagawin natin, ano yung strategy natin, or yung method natin. So, we have number 1, we have the single entry bookkeeping. So, pag sinabi nating single entry is that, i-summarize lang din natin yung, yung literal na in and out ng pera natin. Like, yung mga asset and the liabilities na pumapasok sa business natin. While pag sinabi naman nating then we have also the double entry accounting, which, lahat ng actions. So, pag sinabi nating double entry, dito napapasok yung, kailangan na natin i-identify yung mga debit and credit natin. So, paano nga ba yon? Okay. So, So, actually, meron tayong, identify natin kung yung asset ba natin is, papasok ba siya sa credit, loss ba siya, or, sum ba siya, or nakakatulong ba, sa atin na ba siya, or credit, or, di ba? Kasi, for example, our asset is, for example, cellphone. Serves as an asset. Ang kaso nga lang, yung cellphone natin, for example, is, pinabago natin. Binago natin, or for example, pinagawa natin kasi nasira. Ngayon, hiniram mo muna yung So, ibig sabihin, kahit na asset siya, magpa-fall na siya doon sa as credit. So, okay. So, when we are double entry bookkeeping is definitely more challenging than single entry bookkeeping. But don't let difficulty deter you. So, double entry ensures the books are always balanced, which means you'll be tipped off immediately if profits start dripping. Bakit? Kasi na-identify natin, mas na-identify natin, rather, kung ilan yung losses natin. So, with the software, you can tackle double entry bookkeeping with no sweat. Okay. Number 4, step is to record every financial transaction. So, you create the financial accounts, pick a bookkeeping system. Now, kailangan lang nating i-record from time to time. So, each debit and credit transaction must be recorded correctly and in the right account. So, otherwise, your account balances won't match if you won't be able to close your books. So, just in case na hindi man siya nag-balance, ibig sabihin, may kulang. Meron kang hindi nadagdag. Okay. So, we have here a debit and credit in accounting. So, we have the different account types as you can see. We have the assets. We have the assets, expenses, dividend, losses, liabilities, capitals, revenue, and gains. So, dito, identify natin for a normal balance. So, identify natin saan yung mga debits. So, we have debits, asset, expenses, dividend, losses. So, mag-fall siya into debit. So, ngayon, ayan, yung mga ano natin, yung mga liabilities, capital, revenue, gains, magpo-fall siya into credit. Ngayon, kapag for the increase, ayan, so debit pa rin siya, and then credit. Pero kapag decrease, ayan, credit na siya, kasi 'di ba, bawas siya, ayan, and then we have the debit. Okay, so parang naguluhan lang tayo ng very light doon, no? Okay, so record the financial transaction. So to record transaction, first determine the accounts that will be debited and credited. For example, imagine you have purchased a new point of sale or POS for your retailing business. So you paid the system which cost 2,000 pesos in cash. So ano na ngayon ang mangyayari? So, cash, an asset account. Ayan. And then, equipment. So, magpo-fall na siya into asset. But, you will be decreasing your cash and increasing your equipment. Bakit? Kasi nga, di ba, pinambili mo yung pera, pero nadagdagan yung equipment natin. So, yun. So, mag-i-increase. Ibig sabihin, yung asset natin, doon sa account natin, ayan, na credit, nabawasan siya. Pero doon sa ano natin, yung debit na yung debit natin nadagdagan. Ayan. So, the journal entries don't include specific details about the item, vendor or biller. So you just track debits and credits by account. So, we have the general journal. So, when we say general journal, the chronological record of entities transaction, a journal entry shows the effect of business transaction in terms of debit and credit. So, each transaction's initial record the journal rather than directly in their ledger. So, para lang siyang, para lang siyang listahan nung mga, tawag dito, ng benta mo. Ayan. So, we have the format. So, we have the date, account titles and explanation. Ayan, we have the posting reference, the debit and credit. So this is an example of the general journal. So let's say, for example, so it's assumed, we have here the example. Assume that Angelica Punzalan established its restaurant with the initial investment of 200,000 in June 1. So ibig sabihin, initial, yun pa lang naman yung pinakauna, investment. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung general ledger niya. So, as you can see, we have the date, account titles, and explanation. We have the posting reference, the debit, credit. Ngayon, ayan. So, first posting. We have, ayan, yung date. So, the second one is, as you can see, ayan, 'di ba? So first is meron siyang investment, ayan, which is the cash. So magpo-fall siya into, as you can see, debit. So dahil ang capital naman niya, ayan, ang capital niya, initial investment niya, as we all know, pag sinabi na nating capital, ibig sabihin gagamitin na niya, magpo-fall na siya into credit. Gets natin? Sana naintindihan natin, no? So, ayan. So, meron pa siya munang hawak. And then, pag binili na niya or gagamitin na niya, so, ibig sabihin, parang, ayan, credit na niya. Okay. So, we have next, charts of account. So, when we say chart of account, a listing of accounts of their account numbers in the ledger is known as the chart of account. So, this chart is arranged in the financial statement order that is assets first, followed by liabilities, owner's equities, income, followed by and lastly, the expenses. So the account should be numbered flexibly to permit indexing and cross-referencing. So when analyzing transaction, the accountant refers to the chart of accounts to identify the pertinent accounts to be increased or decreased. If an appropriate account title is not listed in the chart, the additional account may be added. So, presented, ayan. So, we have here an example of, ayan. So, we have the cash, ayan. Ano ba yung mga cash niya? Okay. So, ano ba yung mga posting na nilagay niya na accounts, na assets. Posting din niya doon sa liabilities, posting for owner's equity, income, and expenses. Saan nang gagaling yung ng mga numbers? So, dito. Ayan, doon sa posting reference. So, dito siya nakukuha. Ayan. So, next, balance the book. Okay. So, the last step of basic bookkeeping is to balance and close the book. So, when you tally up the account debits and credits, often in the end of quarter or year. Ayan. So, quarterly, pagbabayad ng tax. Ayan. Or annually, kapag magbabayad tayo ng annual income tax. So, this means that your book are balanced. So, just in case, nag-balance. Paano nga ba natin ginagawa ang balance? So, of course, di ba, meron tayong ginagawang posting. So, for example, over course of the month, your cash has had 3,000 pesos in debits. So, it increases. And then, 5,000 in credits. It decreases. So, you would adjust the cash account balance by the total of 2,000 pesos as decrease. So, anong gagawin natin? So, follow these methods to adjust the balances of each account in your ledger. At the end of the process, this will be called adjusted trial balance. So, when you combine account types and adjusted balance should meet the accounting equation. So, we have assets is equal to liabilities plus equity. Ayan. So, if two sides of equation don't match, you'll need to go back to your ledger and journal entries to find error. Baka meron tayong nailagay as your as your debit na naging credit, or nailagay natin dun sa posting natin na na hindi naman pala siya doon. Okay. So, next, the general ledger. Parang naulit itong general ledger na to. General journal pa yan. Okay, the general ledger. So, the general ledger is the principal book which commercial transaction of a company are recorded. So, before the days of accounting software, bookkeepers and accountants actually kept physical books and each ledger was separate sa physical books. So, however, times have changed. So, meron na tayong mga IT ngayon, yung mga ganyan. So, na yun yung ginagawa. So, and then last one is prepare financial reports. So, after natin malaman is kailangan nating mag-summarize yung flow of money in each accounts. So, we have balance sheets, profits and loss or P&L statement, and cash flow statement. So, yun yung mga kailangan natin in order for us to check our finances. Any question? Actually, hindi ko maano pala yung yung question. So, if you have question, you can you can message it in our Telegram. Thank you and mabuhay!